All right, number 12, we want to determine domain and range of the piecewise function, and we're going to write the equation for the function. So the domain, as I go from left to right, I'm tracing and seeing what x values have a coordinating y value. So starting from negative infinity, this graph comes all the way over, and then we have a break here at -3. The open circle indicates I don't get a point from this line, but it does have a removed point that does give me an x value that corresponds, a y value that corresponds to -3. So it's like the graph is continuous, hits this point, and then it picks back up and goes all the way to positive infinity. So our domain, we get every x value from negative infinity to positive infinity. Now, had this point not been there, we would have to break this graph into two pieces, the part to the left of -3 and the part to the right of -3. So we would say negative infinity to -3 with parentheses, and then you would have to union -3 to positive infinity. But because this red point is there, that gives us all the missing pieces. All right, what is the range? So up and down. The lowest point on our graph is -2, and it just stays on -2. And then we don't have any part of the blue line that's like going upward. It just stays horizontal. So we don't get any of these y values. We do get a y value at 1. So we're just listing the points. And then we get another y value at 2. So -2, 1, and 2. That's all we get. So we would list it in curly brackets as a set. It's not a connected line between these. It's just a point here, a point here, and a point here on those 3 different y values. Okay, so now we want to write the equation. So we just get y equals 2. Means our equation is staying on y equals 2. It's only defined from x is less than -3. So I'm looking for -2 less than -3. That would be C. No? Are there more options? A, B, C. Oh, I'm sorry. This is +2. +2 less than -3. +2 less than -3. This is the only one that matches, just graphing one part. +2, that's equal to -3. +2, no, that's less than -3. Just overlooked it. So B and C are both possible. Now this 1 point is just 1 when x is -3. So 1 for x equals -3. So out of these two, B and C, 1 x equals -3, 1 that says greater. So C would match once you start looking at each piece one at a time. Okay, and then number 13, our last one, we're going to find domain and range, and we're going to write the equation. So domain, going from left to right, we're starting at -9, looks like, and that is in bracket. Just -9, and then it goes over, and then it stops at, what is this? This is -3. But it drops down and picks back up. So I'm missing a point, but I get it back. And then it continues going over, drops down. I have this point here, but not here, so it's okay. And then this continues and stops when x is 5. So it looks like -9 to 5. Even though we have some missing parts, we do get x values in line with those. And then we're going to find the range. So lowest point would be -1 to -3. Notice the endpoint is a parenthesis because that's an open circle, meaning it's not included. And then we have a connected line, which gives us all the y values up through 5. And then this one continues and gives us all the y values until we get to 5, 6. But it's open circle, meaning it is not included. Okay, let me double check. 5, 6, that's 7. Okay, just careful reading the graph. So not 6, that's 7. All right, and then we want to write the equation. So we got two answer choices, A and B. All right, so let's look. We got this piece in the middle. This is horizontal at 2, and it starts at -1, -2, -3, -3 until we get to 2. -3 to 2, both of these match. Okay, so those are okay. And then again, I can look at endpoints. So -9 has an equality, and then -3 does not. And this matches up, -9 and -3. So let's just pick a point and see which one matches. If I plugged in, let's say, -5 to this equation, you got to be careful to pick a value in its defined domain. So -5 is a number between here. You can't just randomly pick it. Like I couldn't pick 5. It wouldn't fit with this graph. But I can pick -5. So let's do -5. So let's say -5, plugging it in for x, and then -10. I'm trying the A function. So I'm doing -5 minus 10. It gives me -15. And if I were to do it for the other one, -5 plus 10, that would give us 5. So this is the value that I'm plugging in, -5, -15. So if I go to -5, this graph is at 1, 2, 3, 4, +5. So this is the one that matches, so it would be answer choice B. Okay, so the best thing to do here is just plug in a number and check.